So, this is the place? Looks like a total nightmare. They said a girl was seen here. Why the hell would anyone come to a place like this? All right, let's check it out. Can't be worse than it looks, all right? God, it's so dark in here. Should have brought more batteries. Huh? All right, let's search the area. Found it. Now let's head back and try to open that door. What the fuck? Someone is in there. Hey, is anyone here? Looks like she spent a lot of time in the library. What the? Damn, the way is blocked. Gotta find another way. Don't look back, just keep moving. What's this?
So for this puzzle, you only get 10 turns to move blocks. And you gotta go from the top bottom left to the top right. Connect it. I like to pause it. What I did on my first playthrough, I paused it and just tried to figure it out. I'm sure that you could also probably look it up. I don't know though, this game doesn't seem very popular. There might not be a video for it. But pause it and look. You can pause it right here and look at it. Otherwise, once you go into it, you can't. I don't know if he can get you or not, but I can hear it. You can hear him breathing once you're doing the puzzle. So I assume he can still get you.
Doesn't look like just a normal.
I guess let's find out. Let's see if I can remember what it was from yesterday. I think. No, that's wrong. I think it's this, this. this. You want these straight lines to be here, so yeah, here we go. There you go.
Let's see what's
Easy.
inside. Wait,
And it gives you a
looks
save
like
point
before
right
it was
there,
near
so
the school. It's looked like
that's the
this.
only like tricky puzzle of the game. Yeah, I don't know if he can attack you while you're doing it, but you can hear him breathing. So I just assume he's walking around. But no big deal. I don't know where the hell he's at. Whatever. Seems like he would have caught up a long time ago, but he can lose you. Like, it's not like he automatically knows where you're at all times. I should have mentioned that at the beginning of this playthrough. At least that's what from my one single playthrough before this one. That's what I feel like I've learned, is that he doesn't always know where you're at. But he does look around for you. Which must be the case right now too, because he hasn't been near me in a long time now. I don't know what he's doing. But even if he does get near you, how much ammo I have? I have 159 bullets. He takes 5, 6 to put down. 5 or 6 well-placed shots. It also seems like when you shoot him the first few times that he gets stunned, the bullets don't affect him after you stun him, which is why you see me waiting until he like is unstunned again. Then I pump in another 2 or 3 bullets to put him down. So I do like 3, he gets stunned, and then I wait, and then yeah, because it just feels like sometimes when he's stunned, the bullets don't work, or maybe they're just missing. I don't know. Whatever. That's just the way I do it. It's really easy to put down though, and as long as you're looking around even somewhat, like you're gonna find ammo everywhere. 7 bullets per pickup, and they're everywhere in lockers, just lying on the ground, on chairs, and on desks, whatever. They're everywhere. So ammo's no issue. There's some more ammo, and each magazine you pick up is basically at the very least enough to put them down at one time. All right, we're on the roof. We gotta get to the basement though, so I gotta go pretty much the opposite of what I'm doing right now. All right, you can always look in your notebook. Press up to go to the notebook, press L2 to look at it closely. Basement, check out the basement, and then press up again to bring out your gun. If you need to know controls, I think they say them in here somewhere. Oh shit, I have my sensitivity turned up. I don't even know what this means. It doesn't affect anything. I usually turn my sensitivity up a little bit, but anyways, aim L2, R2 shoot, sprint R1, or just press L3. The usual schlock. for FPS games. The usual button. Also, a funny thing I want to point out is they spelled it Notebook on the left there. Press up to bring out your Notebook. Everybody's got to have their Notebook. That's how you know it's a quality game. I bought this game yesterday for $3. For $3, it's not terrible. Like, I don't regret it. If I spent any more than $3, if I spent $3.01, I would have been upset with this game. But $3 or less, like, I mean, how can you be that mad? It's $3. You know what I mean? Like, it's barely anything. But if you're a trophy hunter or an achievement hunter, it's a free platinum. So, because all you got to do is beat the game pretty much to get the plat. And I'm just a huge fan of survival horror games, so I was just scrolling through PlayStation Store looking for anything, and I looked at Alan Wake 2, and it's because I still haven't played that, and it's finally on sale, so I bought it. But I also bought 2 other $3 games that were really cheap and looked dumb, and I decided to play those first because I figured they'd be a lot shorter, which I was right. And so I played this one and a game called Panic Room. Both had easy platinums, both were jank, but this one was the lesser of 2 evils. Like, this one was better. Panic Room was interesting, but man, was it glitchy. And just and there was only like fucking 3 enemies in the whole game. 3 zombies to kill in the whole game. 3 or 4. So, yeah. Anyways. Back to the rest of this game. We're almost done with it. We're getting pretty close. And then it's platinum time, baby. If you hear him nearby like this, like I hear his footsteps, I usually just like to wait because he will kill you instantly. That's the one hard thing about him is that if he's close to you and he hits you, it's instant death no matter what. You have no health bar. So when I know he's close, I like to wait for him. Because, if you die, you do go back to the last save point. It's not like you're going to start right there, so, yeah. Anyways, we got to get to the basement, which is not quite as simple as it sounds because there's stuff blocking the stairway on the 2nd floor. So you got to find a different way around once you get there, down there, see? So let's go find a different way around. You usually have to go back out through this gymnasium multiple times, which I am in the wrong room. Shit. One more thing I know about... Jesus. One more thing I know about him is just because I killed him back there, if I run forward into the gym, he's going to be in the gym. Like, sometimes he doesn't always make sense. Like, sometimes he'll appear in front of you, even though you left him behind. Sometimes. So, just be ready for him at all times. That was a thing that just happened. Just be ready for him at all times, and you should be okay. All he does is take a few bullets to put down. Like, he's definitely going to be out here in the gym, even though I left him back there. Yeah, he's right there. See? So yeah, just be ready for him at all times. You should be fine. He's really not that hard to put down at all. It's just that if he does happen to catch you, it is instant death, so. And there is one other way you can die in this game besides him, as far as I know, and it's coming up. But, it's not. I'm not gonna show it off in this playthrough, but I will explain how you die from it. Because I died from it on my first playthrough, and then I got sent back to when I did the puzzle, the box, and that kind of sucked. All right, here's the basement. All right. Oh, is that a checkpoint? No, evidence found. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. So we have the key to that room. I think there might be bullets over here. Not that I need them at this point. 158 is enough to last the entire game. All right, he's coming down these stairs. So Let's wait before we go in there. Yeah. 4 bullets that time took him out, so, and you get 7 per pickup, so he's really not that much of a threat. All right, this room right here, something's gonna happen to where it starts flooding. You get like you get a pretty lenient time limit, but you know, you have to figure out the puzzle though in time, and you can drown. And if you drown, you die. That's the only other way I've found that you can die in this game. It's just the water fills up too much. What you're supposed to do is when you get to the very end of this whole long hallway, room, whatever, there's a 3-digit combination. I believe it's 174. And the way you find that out is you look for the numbers on the wall. So just as you're running through the room, keep looking at the walls and you'll find the numbers. Of course, I just told you the numbers. The numbers are 4, 7, 1 in that order that you find them. But I think the order you need to put them in is 174 if I remember right. Well, we're about to find out. But the first time I did it though, I didn't realize that you had to look for the numbers on the wall. I was just running. I didn't know what to do.
Fuck, gotta get out of here.
And then by the time I did figure it out, it was too late. So yeah, water's slowly filling up. I will show off the numbers on the wall though, if I can remember where they're at. They do give you a good amount of time to run through here. There's the 4. It's really only 2 numbers you need to find because the 1 is literally where, there's the 7. The 1 is literally where the keypad is at, so it's really just those 2 numbers you need to find. And there's the 1.
Fuck, not now. I need to find the numbers quick.
It's either 174 or, you gotta press the X by the way to do this. Oh, it's not 174. Maybe 147? 147, my bad. 147 is the combination. I don't think there's any real clue to that. I think you're just supposed to keep guessing.
No,
I mean, it's only a 3-digit code, so it's not that hard to guess. I think you're just supposed to guess. That's the whole point, is attention. All right, we are almost done with the game. We're getting close. I'm pretty sure we're like very much at the end. Let's look it up. We can see principal's office. Yeah, I think that's the end. And then it's platinum time, unless. Excuse me, 1 second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all just story trophies. So, we're good. Okay, there is another puzzle. I kind of looked at them earlier in the game, but I know the combination, so I'm not going to go back and look for it. But there's a puzzle coming up where it says the combination is the summed up addition of all the numbers on the first floor, all the rooms. That's why I was pointing at room 1205 and 1305 and 1105, because those are the 3 room numbers. So you add all that up, and that's 3. And then we have 1, 2, and 3, that's 6. And then 555 is 15, so 3615 is the total, is the code for the thing coming up. You're supposed to, the game wants you to go back down, all the way back down to the first floor to look for them, which I did on the first playthrough, obviously. But now that I already know the code, I'm going to skip that part. I want to run back all the way to the first floor. 2 of the numbers are hanging up next to the door. One of them's on the ground and fall next to a door. Yeah, so I'm about to get a note that explains all that, but yeah. Anyways, I also have to find an alternate route to the principal's office, and I don't remember how to do that. Alternate route to the principal's office. I must have a key that opens the door or something. He's in there. As far as I know, he can't enter these vents, or at least I never saw him do it, so. But I guess that doesn't mean it's not possible. I searched the basement, only the 3rd floor remains. Time to head there. Okay, so we're going up to the 3rd floor again. Gotcha. Well, I don't know where I'm at right now, so. Oh, I'm on the 1st floor. Well, I might as well show off what I was talking about then. See, like, okay, sorry about that. See, like, this room has 1105. Then there's this room over here. That is 1205. And then there's one more room that has 1305. It's when you go through there and you come out on the other side of this. It's that door right there, but it's on the ground though, so it's harder to see. So they try to be tricky with it, which they actually were tricky with it. I didn't see it at first. Anyways, let's go to the third floor. So you add up 11, 1205, 1205, and 1305 to get the solution to the puzzle coming up. And that puzzle not only gives you two of the last 3 trophies, but it beats the game for you, which in turn gives you the final trophy, which is complete the game. See that one could be sneaky, 1305. But yeah, you need all 3 of those numbers for the solution. You need to add them all up. All right, as far as I know, he's always in. When you enter the gym, he's always here. So anytime you come into the gym, just be ready to shoot him. Every single time he's there. Alright, how do I get to the 3rd floor again? Here we go. I think this is the 2nd floor, but we're on our way. Where's it at? What am I missing? Oh, right here. There we go, 3rd floor.
Okay, there is one more floor. Hope I'll find something there.
Is there one more floor? Wow, I almost just died there. He swung at me and missed, luckily, but I didn't know he was right there. Holy shit. That was actually... Yeah, this game's actually... It's not really that scary, but for $3, it's actually a little bit creepy, to be honest, the first time you play it, but... Alright, this is where you have to go. Secret Passage trophy. So we're at the end now. Normally you, like I said, you'd have to go back down to the 1st floor to get those codes, but since I already know them, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, input it. So we're done. And if you want to play the game the way it's intended to play, you can go back down to the 1st floor and pretend that you don't know the combination to those to this puzzle. As far as I know, I don't think he can enter this room. But I'm gonna hold on just 1 second and wait and see, because I hear his footsteps. But there's like nothing here. You can't get in here. There's no doors. And you can't go through the vents. So yeah, you're safe, I'm pretty sure. Even if you hear his footsteps. This is the only room you're like safe in. Alright, so you get this. You read this note right here and it says, blah, blah, blah. The main thing is at the bottom. Safe code equals sum of all classroom numbers on the 1st floor. Don't forget. So 1105, 1205, 1305. We already know that though. So 3, 6, 1, 5.
The code? The sum of classroom numbers? Are you kidding me?
That'll give you the numbers of the past trophy and the hidden secrets trophy.
What?
And
she is dead?
where it beat the game.
That's me. No.
So once we do the final choice.
This is all my fault. I killed her. No more running. This ends here. You're wrong. I never wanted to hurt someone.
What a twist.
It's
That
you.
guy was me his whole
Oh,
time.
you.
Me the whole time.
Inside my head.
Way to be subtle about it. And there's the girl he killed. Alright, on my first playthrough I chose Embrace the Beast just to be funny because it was a more interesting choice. So this time I'm gonna choose Reject the Darkness. But I'm pretty sure no matter what you do, you get the platinum, because all it says is beat the game to get the platinum, so I'm gonna choose Reject the Darkness.
I can't do it.
So he shoots himself, it looks like. And I got the trophy and the platinum, and that's the end of the game. And the platinum. Easy 30 to 60 minute platinum if you know what you're doing. It took me 2 hours on my first playthrough because I took my time and didn't know what I was doing for some of the stuff. But once you know what you're doing, you can do it in 30 minutes. Clearly, I just did it in like 35 minutes, so... Also, if you want to know what happens when you pick the other choice, all he does is shoot the poster on the wall, or the picture on the wall of the girl. Shoots her in the head like 3 times, and then it ends. So that's all that happens, is he shoots the picture on the wall. Which is funny, because I did that before the ending of the playthrough anyways. And that's ActionCam Supernatural Case. For a $3 game, it's not terrible, but I mean, it's still not a great game. 4 out of 10. I couldn't give it any more than a 4 out of 10. And this game should be honored to get a 4 out of 10, to be honest. But, you know, for $3, and if for a quick platinum, go ahead. Have at it. It's easy. But it is a little creepy the first time you play it if you don't know what you're doing. Other than that, it's not that special of a game, really. Alright, GG. Peace.